Nah, I've been f***ing with the Knicks, nigga. What you talking about?
I think Cam owed the Knicks an apology.
People from other boroughs who tell me how to deal with the Knicks, I don't really care how y'all feel.
He said, I doubt it. I don't trust him.
It's hard to trust the Knicks. It's 53 years of disappointment. You know where we're at?
I understand.
You know where we're at?
I think Cam,
like a straight bozo to me, exactly. It was like, regardless of what, I understand that's your team or whatever, but he was acting like he was never happy for New York.
I'm saying what people understand are two different things. Because I say I don't trust you, that doesn't mean I don't want you to win. I'm motivated though.
He be acting like that with his real old friends too. Let's talk about that too. He's showing his character every chance he get. Like a straight bozo to me, exactly. It was like, regardless of what, I understand that's your team or whatever, but he was acting like he was never happy for New York.
It's too close for niggas to be having these types of back and forths on the internet. You look like a clown or cause what's gonna happen when niggas is outside and niggas see each other? You gonna have to stand on that.
Can we all get along?
Now maybe Albee Al, you know, he got songs with Jim Jones, he rock with Jim Jones. He might be sympathetic to Jim Jones side, but Jim Jones be falling out with his friends too. If you gonna rock with Jim Jones, he be falling out with all of his old friends. All of them. Mad niggas used to be down with Jimmy that ain't down with Jimmy no more. I mean, he fell out with them niggas, and he'll talk crazy about them niggas. I remember Max was in jail. Somebody asked him about Max B. He was like, F Max B. He could suck my Remember that, right? So, Cam be doing the same shit. Jimmy be doing the same shit Cam be doing.
I think Cam owed the Knicks an apology. Absolutely. He said, I doubt it. I don't trust him. I think Cam,
like a straight bozo to me, exactly. It was like
A straight bozo to me, exactly. It was like he was.
Hey, yo, let me address what I was talking about on the World Star shit real quick, man. You're like, I gotta stop holding people to my stature and how I carry myself and my standards, you feel me? I'm not about to keep going on live or talking about niggas that I got money with or I was running with for years. That's gonna say a lot about my character. This run me the wrong way, you heard? So.
The king of Harlem is back, man. I'm home. He's home. I'm home, baby. Yeah, he came right. He came right. The king is back. He came back.
All this shit for the little now. The young rappers, I don't want to call them little. The young rappers up and coming. I don't really like the floss no more. But once in a while, I gotta show my ass. Pause.
Yeah.
You ride with the pause up, nigga?
Yeah, man. Yeah, we back, man. And we in the trenches. We home.
Check your man out. That's how you put it all. Still got the money. What up, boy? Come on, man. You know we've been doing this as long. We on a real 25-year run. Talking about Cabo? What you talking about, man? I ain't been back 12 hours yet. Rock it up. A 50. You bring that 50 out. Shit looking type slick.
I don't know, Black.
They both good, but they no good. They stay in the house. Them the house phone. That's the iPhone. That's a real iPhone 4. Cabo, what's up? Talking about, I like the hat. Chunky on the chest, no homo. Real chunky, man. I will get a couple.
Let me pop real quick. All that did on me, all that black boy did on me, gatekeeping, it didn't work. It didn't work, bruh. It didn't work. I'm here. I got the hottest record out in the tri-state, nationwide, worldwide soon. You feel me? 300,000 streams independently. You get what I'm saying? In 1 week, you feel me? Before I go out like it, I'm on fire. You gonna keep seeing me. I'm on Kodak new album. Bro, I'm just happy for myself. You ain't gotta be happy for me. I'm happy for myself and for my fans, the people that been rocking with me. And y'all always was wondering, yo, like, what's going on? Why Albee ain't? Nigga, it's finally here. It's happening. We here, baby.
Man, the tension runs deep, and this situation is getting messy fast. According to sources speaking on it, the claim is that Albee Al, coming at Camron, may have had Jim Jones somewhere behind the scenes. The story being pushed is that this wasn't some random moment either, but something that had been brewing for a while between Jim and Albee Al. Now ask yourself, has Camron ever done anything with Albee Al? Has he ever done a music video? Has he ever done a song? Has he ever been in a picture with Albee Al? The answer is no. That's exactly why people are questioning where all this energy suddenly came from. Sources are saying it may trace back to Jim Jones still feeling a way about Cam, and now people connected through street ties are getting pulled into the drama. That's where things start looking real complicated. Nobody outside the people involved knows the full story, but the timing definitely has folks talking. And once outside names start entering the mix, the pressure only gets heavier. If you're new to the channel or you've been rocking with us, smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on those bell notifications. Because Albee Al recently went on Worldstar and called Camron out directly, and that move instantly took this situation to another level. Yeah, Albee Al went straight at Camron, calling him a bozo and making it clear he doesn't respect how Cam has handled some of his old friendships. From Albee Al's point of view, he doesn't like seeing people who were once close to Cam getting treated like they never mattered. And here's where the story gets interesting, because Albee Al and Jim Jones have known each other through close street ties. People reaching out to me believe this wasn't random at all. They're saying it looked more like a coordinated verbal move, with Albee Al stepping forward because he carries serious respect in Jersey. But let's keep something clear. Camron has been established in hip-hop for decades, with a career, history, and name that speaks for itself. So when people called me breaking down what they believed was happening, I said, the best way to go is Cam. Don't respond, because once personal issues get this deep, answering every shot can make the whole situation even uglier.
Older Nick's apology. Absolutely. He said, I doubt it. I don't trust him. I think Cam.
Like a straight bozo to me, exactly. He was like,
A straight bozo to me, exactly. He was like, a straight bozo to me, exactly. He was
like, regardless of what, I understand that's your team or whatever, but he was acting like he was never happy for New York. He be acting like that with his real old friends too. Let's talk about that too. Like the way he dissing his boys and all like that. Y'all used to be really around each other.
never happy for New York. He be acting like that with his real old friends too. Let's talk about that too. Like the way he dissing his boys and all like that. Y'all used to be really around each other.
Mm-hmm. So he's showing his character every chance he get. I think. What was that?
He's showing his character every chance he get. I think.
And this is exactly why the internet started buzzing so heavy. Let me play what Albee Al actually said about Camron, because once those comments hit Worldstar, everybody had something to say. Pay attention, because this is where the real controversy starts. So, as you can see, Albee Al went for it all here. He wasn't throwing one jab and moving on. He was pressing the issue hard. And from what people are telling me, they believe this tension didn't just pop up overnight. They think it has been building over time, with Jim Jones staying close to the Jersey crowd while making it clear he doesn't rock with Cam.
Still outside. You asked me where I've been, I said I never left.
Yo, what you said, you can't change bloggers, right, bro? You don't argue with bloggers. You don't argue with bloggers.
Catch a fish every morning while you walk in Starbucks.
Come back outside.
That's how this shit get when these real niggas wake up, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. It's how it get.
You heard? I'm honored to be able to be out here with these young boys, you heard?
Yeah, active.
Still outside. Still outside. Video about to be out, the remix is out, stop playing, you heard? Bye.
That's what my sources are claiming, and the timing is why people keep looking twice. If you remember, right after Camron and Jim Jones had an issue about a year ago, Jim was seen doing a video with Albee Al the next day. That doesn't prove anybody planned anything, but you know why people connected those dots. And Jimmy himself said, I love to be outside with these young boys. In context, he was talking about being around younger artists and the next generation. Some people believe Jim knows how to build relationships with artists who have a name and respect, while others think folks are reading too much into it. Either way, Albee Al isn't some brand new name with no history. He's been through situations, built his reputation in Jersey, and clearly isn't scared to speak his mind. But this Cam and Jim situation still feels deeper than regular rap tension. Even old footage gets people talking. When Camron pulled up around 113th and Lenox, some viewers pointed at Jim Jones' expression and said the tension looked obvious. Shout out to PT, Cam's right-hand man. Watch Jim's reaction closely because that's what had people debating again.
The king of Harlem is back, man. I'm home. He's home. I'm home, baby. Yeah, he came right. He came right. The king is back. He came back. All this shit for the little now. The young rappers, I don't want to call them little. The young rappers are becoming. I don't really like to floss no more. But once in a while, I gotta show my ass. Pause. Yeah. You gonna ride with the doors up, nigga? Yeah, man. You a wild nigga. Yeah, we back, man. Here we in the trenches. We home. Real 25-year run. Talking about Cabo? What you talking about, man? I ain't been back 12 hours yet. Right, come on. A Venti. You bring the Venti out, girl. Shit looking type slick. I don't know, Black. They both good, but they no good. They stay in the house. Them the house phone. Them the iPhone. That's a real iPhone 4. Cabo, what's up? Talking about, I like the hat. Chunky on the chest, no homo. Real chunky, man. I will get a couple.
Do you see Jim Jones's face right there? Cam pulls up in the Lambo, and immediately people watching that footage started saying the tension looked thick. You can read a lot into body language, but that moment definitely had the internet talking. And that's why some people keep asking whether Albee Al was the perfect person to step into this situation. Because Albee Al already has a reputation for being outspoken and moving with heavy street energy. Every time I've covered him, there's usually some kind of intense situation attached to his name. Even after coming home from jail following a serious case he was acquitted in, he was still publicly showing his street affiliations. That told people quickly what type of image he was carrying. And that's where some viewers see similarities between Albee Al and Jim Jones.
There you go.
Let's go! Let's go!
Both of them talk with that same aggressive, street-minded energy, and neither one seems scared of confrontation. But that doesn't automatically mean anybody was sent to do anything. That's still speculation, and the actual people involved know the truth. Recently, there was also violence reported around the Marion Projects area in Jersey City, and Albee Al spoke about what was happening around his neighborhood. The way he sounded had people concerned because he appeared angry and ready to stand on whatever he believed.
Last thing I want to do is come to the internet and address this shit, because I ain't no internet type of nigga, you feel me? But it seems like it's the only way I could get you young niggas' attention to hear what's going on, you heard? So that shit happened in my hood, we ain't going for it. Niggas coming through the hood, shooting, you feel me? Innocent people getting hit, innocent people out there, kids out there, elderly people out there. That type of shit right there, you know, I'll be pushing peace, you feel me? Trying to change my ways, trying to push my youngers a different way as well. Some follow, some don't, you know, it take discipline. But, whew, kids get hit, anything like that, that peace shit go out the window, bro. I don't give a fuck about no police, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. You can act tough, but I promise you, y'all ain't even ready for this shit. I could do the worst things to people, and I'm moving in a different way. I could have did some wild shit, flooded the hood, did all type of shit. You feel me? But I'm showing a different route, you know what I'm saying? Because we already know what's going on with these RICO cases, we know what's going on. You feel me? So I'm trying to show niggas a different way to get money. But I'm telling you right now, bro, your old heads, whoever y'all listening to, y'all big homies, ain't got nothing on none of this shit, bro. They not strong enough. They money not strong enough. None of that shit, bro. So y'all better rethink y'all movements, bro. I'm telling y'all, bro. Rethink y'all movements, bro. I'm telling y'all, bro. I'm begging y'all, bro. Because y'all gonna make me put my jersey back on, bro. Get back in the game. And then let one of them kids get hit. Let a kid down my hood get hit. Let an elderly person down my hood get hit. Watch what happened, bro. It ain't gonna be safe for nobody, bro. And I'm telling you, I'm on the internet doing this. That means I really don't give a fuck if it gets to that point. And that's my word, bro. I'm telling you, bro. So look, man. If the old heads on y'all block, whatever, y'all better talk to y'all youngins. Cause if y'all think y'all don't care, I'm gonna show y'all who really don't care more.
So when you combine that energy with this Camron situation, people are naturally watching every move closely. And trust me, the next part takes this whole story in an even crazier direction. Watch what happens here, because this conversation goes completely left. So Albee Al says he's looking for peace, but some of his words sound like he's still willing to answer conflict with more conflict. That's the part that doesn't add up to me. That street mentality can turn a small issue into something bigger, and Camron has too much going on to get dragged into that back and forth. Think about where Cam is today. He's on ESPN, sitting next to Stephen A. Smith. So why should he be trading shots with Albee Al? Staying far away from that drama makes more sense. Now, according to the people talking to me, they believe the deeper issue still connects back to Jim Jones. They claim Jim has carried tension toward Cam for a long time and lets people around him know, I don't rock with Cam. That's their version of what's happening here, not something we can confirm as fact. And that's what makes Albee Al's explanation interesting. He addresses why he came at Cam, and once you hear him talk about his bond with Jim Jones, you'll understand why people keep connecting those dots.
I'll talk about the world star shit real quick, man. You're like, I gotta stop holding people to my stature and how I carry myself and my standards, you feel me? Because I understand niggas ain't like me. But my point is this, like, if I feel a way about anybody that I used to fuck with and they ain't around no more, I'm not about to let social network know. I'm not about to let the world know, but the circle gonna know, my team gonna know, and they gonna know why. I'm not about to keep going on live or talking about niggas that I got money with or I was running with for years. That's gonna say a lot about my character. Like, how the fuck I ain't noticed son wasn't right or whatever after all of these years, and just keep like, you know what I mean? I don't know. It just rubbed me the wrong way, you heard? So that's just me. I'm never gonna go and talk about a nigga that I once called brother for a nigga that showed the pop shit on a nigga that I once called brother for another nigga I don't even know. Or for, you know what I mean? The circle gonna know how I feel though. The team gonna know, like, I don't fuck with this nigga, and this is why I don't fuck with this nigga. But it ain't for everybody though. If you know, you know. You feel me? It's a secret society, bro.
Let me pop real quick. All that did on me, all that black book did on me, gatekeeping, it didn't work. It didn't work, bruh. It didn't work. I'm here. I got the hottest record out in the tri-states, nationwide, worldwide soon. You feel me? 300,000 streams independently. You get what I'm saying? In 1 week, you feel me? Before I go out like it, I'm on fire. You're gonna keep seeing me. I'm on Kodak new album. Bro, I'm just happy for myself. You ain't gotta be happy for me. I'm happy for myself and for my fans, the people that been rocking with me. And y'all always was wondering, yo, like, what's going on? Why Albee ain't? Nigga, it's finally here. It's happening. We here, baby.
Pay attention to how he describes that relationship. He even brings up a secret society, and that's where this whole conversation gets even more interesting. These dudes are focused heavy on loyalty, and Albee Al made it clear when he said Jim Jones is his brother, his blood brother. So now he's willing to go directly at Camron. And to me, that's a risky move for somebody still building his career. Hip-hop is built on relationships, and picking a side in somebody else's long-running issue can close doors you never expected. Yeah, being connected with Jim Jones, Mino, and that whole circle can give Albee Al access to certain rooms and opportunities. But Camron operates in a much bigger space now. He's reached different audiences, built major relationships, landed serious deals, and expanded far beyond just music. That's why going against him simply to prove loyalty could end up costing more than it gains. Think about it. Albee Al could be cutting off potential relationships just to show everybody he's standing beside Jim. And according to people close to Cam who've spoken to me, They believe this whole situation isn't random at all. They're convinced Jim's issues with Cam are somehow influencing what's happening, although that's their claim and not something publicly proven. And that's exactly why I think Cam shouldn't give this situation any more oxygen. Hey, look, go the other way, homie. Don't say nothing to these crash outs, these gang members, these blood dudes, cause you won't make it far, Cam. At the end of the day, you're only gonna give out the clout. Sometimes answering back only makes somebody else's moment bigger. You understand? At this point, these dudes can't give Cam any extra clout. Look at where Camron is in his life right now. Jim Jones and Albee Al have their own names, but Cam has already reached levels in music, media, and business that put him in a different position. So y'all tell me what this really looks like. I don't make the news, I just break down what's being said. According to people talking behind the scenes, they believe Jim Jones helped create this tension over time by making it known around Albee Al that he doesn't rock with Cam. That's their claim, and we can't confirm what was said privately. But if Albee Al views Jim like family, then hearing that energy could explain why Cam's name immediately gets a reaction. Sometimes strong street bonds and loyalty can make people inherit problems that weren't originally theirs. That's why this feels bigger than one interview or one disrespectful comment. So get in the comments and tell me what you think. Was Albee Al out of pocket for going at Cam like this? Should Cam even respond? Or would that only give the situation more attention and push it to another level? Because Cam did fire back a little online. He wrote a response and let him know, no, you look like a bozo clown. So Cam has acknowledged it, but the real question is whether he should leave it right there. But here's another angle nobody is really talking about. This situation isn't just about Camron, Albee Al, or even Jim Jones anymore. It's about how old relationships in hip-hop can spill into a whole new generation. A problem starts between two people who have decades of history, then suddenly somebody who wasn't even part of the original fallout is speaking like they personally lived through every chapter. And that's where things get tricky. Albee Al clearly has loyalty to Jim Jones, but loyalty and personal experience are two different things. If your brother tells you his side of a story for years, naturally you're probably going to look at the other person differently. That doesn't mean Jim ordered anything or told Albee what to say. It does show how somebody else's version of events can shape the way you move. Meanwhile, Cam has turned his own platform into a machine. He can address somebody on his show, turn the moment into entertainment, and suddenly millions of people are watching the reaction. That's a completely different kind of power than just arguing in interviews or on social media. So now Albee Al has to understand what comes with stepping into that arena. One comment can become a headline, a viral clip, another response, and then everybody starts choosing sides. Before you know it, something that might have started as loyalty becomes part of your public identity. And that's why I'm watching what happens next. Because if more people from either side start jumping into this, then we're not talking about one man disrespecting another anymore. We're watching an old Dipset fracture create brand new problems years later. And that could reveal a whole lot about relationships people thought were already dead and buried. But I think the turning point comes when Camron gets on Talk with Flea and speaks in his own space. Shout out to Sin City. Shout out to Zeke. Once Cam addresses this directly, every comment could become another headline, another clip, and another person jumping into something messy. And that's why this gang loyalty angle feels played out to me. At some point, grown men have to ask whether keeping old street energy alive is helping anything. Albee Al has shown where his loyalty stands, but Cam doesn't have to meet him there. Sometimes the smartest response is knowing when the conversation isn't worth your level. So now we wait and see what Cam says next, because one response could shift this story. Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like button, subscribe to Dripzine, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next update. This situation is moving, and Dripzine will keep breaking down every twist. Salute.